Hey, what's up, guys? Gonz here for the Face Like the Sun YouTube channel. The blood red moons happened on Sunday, and there were some strange things surrounding this blood red moon. Now, first off, I didn't really videotape the whole event. Where we are here in Southern California, the blood red moons kind of started right as the moon was coming over the horizon. And, where I live, I didn't really make a concerted effort to find a place where I can see the moon clearer. But we did see the blood moon from where I'm at. But I don't have a very good camera, and I don't have, I don't have all the video stuff. So I left it to some other people to capture, and I'm sure plenty of people did. And you could probably find that stuff on YouTube. But one of the channels that I want to draw your attention to, and I do this because the guy does good work in terms of capturing footage that's out there of the moon, and he actually captured a very strange thing called the lunar wave that I've talked about in a previous video. But his name is Crow777, 2 R's, and he's just one of these guys that's a sky watcher, and he does a great job documenting strange anomalies surrounding the moon. Now, to be clear, I don't agree with his worldview, and he's coming at it from a different angle with the possibilities of what's going on with the moon and the reality that we live in. And obviously I'm coming at it from a biblical perspective, but it's okay, in terms of just the research. I think we can respect each other's research, especially people doing the work in the field. And Crow777 is definitely one of those people doing some heavy research considering the moon. And I have my thoughts on some of the stuff he's captured, like the lunar wave, and I'll share that maybe in another video. And I've actually been compiling more information on that, and I'll get to it eventually. And I might consider saving it for a documentary that I might be putting together, but that's just all sort of in the early stages right now. But in any case, the reason why I'm making this video is because there were UFO sightings that night. Now, Disclose.tv reported giant gray V-shaped UFO seen over several cities in California during blood moon. And the pictures that they reported were kind of grainy. There's one here that's black and white, very low pixelation. Here's another one, not very good. But in terms of the event, I know it happened because I have some personal friends and actually even fellow church people that saw it and actually caught some stuff on it. And, not everybody has great cameras, and, so bear with me here. But first off, let's start with the V-shaped UFO. Now, Monica captured these on her cell phone, and I did increase the contrast here so that you can see it a little better, but she clearly saw this V-shaped cloud. And so here they are. It's very interesting. And she has 3 of them here that are of interest. And, there it is. I mean, it's pretty clear. There's a V-shaped cloud, if you will, a UFO just floating there. And she said she saw it. And if you look at it closely, it seems like there's some edges to it. And, this could be evidence for some sort of cloaking device. Now, in my opinion, these are not supernatural crafts. These are military craft that is highly classified, and I'll get to some of that later. But here it is, the V-shaped UFO captured by Monica, and I appreciate her allowing me to share these images. But yeah, she just caught these on her cell phone, and she saw it and decided to share it with me. So that's the V-shaped UFO. Now, there was another set of UFOs that were a little bit more intense. I have a friend of mine. He goes to church with me. He is a brother in Christ. And here is a text message I received from him at 8:58 p.m. on Sunday night. He said, "Wow, what we just saw on the beach," and he lives near the beach there, "at 8:30 p.m., a burst of lights, not flares. They gathered and circled with 5 in an octagon," which I think he just meant like a pentagon shape, because 5 doesn't make an octagon. But it's okay, Bill. I appreciate your effort here. And the others on flank. It moved fast and upwards. Then it shaped into a point and flew up and out way above the jets. Then it went into a strange formation and went linear and then beyond our vision. Crazy blank, I mean blank. Sorry for the swearing, but it was wow crazy. All 4 adults were freaked out. Now, don't get on Bill's case here for using a little profanity. I think he was excited to see something of this nature. Here's another post by Brother Bill. He said that last night, 8:30, my wife and close friends were on our deck watching the blood moon. We saw the most crazy unnatural lights gathered to the north and moving in a 9-shape grouping and forming octagons in V-like formations very, very high. They were not helicopters, Chinese lanterns, or blimps, but I can assure you the FAA would never allow objects to fly like this. Anyone else who saw these, please post. Creepy stuff. And so there you have it. What he describes here is these lights that came into a formation, and then they moved up, and then they flew away. So someone that was with them that night, her name's Diane, she grabbed some photos and she shared them with me. Now, they're not good photos, okay? These are really bad photos, but I think you can kind of see what's going on here. So first you have this picture here. And again, I think she tried to zoom in with her cell phone. She had an iPhone, and that's not going to make good pictures, especially at night, and especially if these things are far away. But you can definitely see 5 lights there that are in the shape of kind of a pentagon shape, but then you can also see some other lights surrounding it. So that's, I think, what Bill was describing. And then there's a couple images here where she captured them moving, and again, not very good photos. They're just kind of like dots in the sky. But a testimony plus the images sort of confirms the actual event here. And in fact, it's interesting that he saw them form into a point. And could it be that when it formed into a point, it formed that V shape that we saw earlier? It's possible. Now, this all happened the night of the blood moons, and there are definitely military bases around here. Now, we live near Camp Pendleton. We also have the nuclear power plants in San Onofre. And so we have military bases. Now, one of the places that is military around here is something called San Nicolas Island. Now, San Nicolas Island is the most northwesterly of the 4 southern Channel Islands. Like its eastern neighbor, San Clemente Island, San Nicolas is a U.S. Navy-owned and operated island. And because of its instrumentation, isolated environment, shoreline characteristics, St. Nicholas Island is ideal for conducting test and training exercises. Because of its isolated environment and shoreline characteristics, SNI is ideal for providing littoral warfare training, including tri-service and theater warfare exercises. It is also an excellent environment for conducting classified operations. Now, there's a landing strip and an airstrip and stuff out there, and so it's clear that there's some classified stuff going down on San Nicolas Island. And could it be that there are some classified aircraft that were stationed there? Not out of the question at all. And this is actually courtesy of another friend of mine who goes to church, who is in the military, and he told me about San Nicolas Island. And who knows if there's actually a connection here to these UFO sightings, but it's awfully convenient that there is a military base of this kind on an island offshore that conducts classified operations according to globalsecurity.org. So here's my opinion about what this UFO sighting may have been. I don't think it was supernatural. I think it is highly classified military craft, and I think it's possible that whoever has control of them or whoever has access to these craft wanted to get a good look of the blood moon from a vantage point beyond what the normal folks can see. And I think they went on a little road trip, or I guess not a road trip, an air trip, up a little bit higher to go see it. And I think that's what we saw. I think we saw government craft with whoever is in there, highly classified, and they went out to go get a better look of the blood moon. Now, beyond that, it's possible that they did this to perform rituals. It's possible that they did this to satisfy some kind of occult thing that they needed to do. I don't know. Again, that's just pure speculation on my part, but that's where I lean towards with this stuff. I don't think it was supernatural. There are certain characteristics and attributes of supernatural orbs and stuff like that that I don't think these UFOs displayed. And the other thing, the V-shaped craft or cloud, I actually think that perhaps that is cloaking technology that was not so cloaked that night. There's always been rumors about UFOs hiding in the clouds, and so it's possible that that's what we were looking at. There's a physics.apps.org article here, trend taking wraps off cloaking, and based on this article that was published in 2009, remember this is public, here's what it says. Scientists and novelists have been intrigued for centuries by the possibility of hiding an object so completely that neither trace of the object nor of its cloak is to be found. And recent theoretical developments shows that cloaking is in principle possible for electromagnetic waves and to a limited extent for other types of waves such as acoustic waves. An energetic program of experimental research has shown some of the schemes to be reliable in practice. Now again, this is public information. Who knows what kind of classified levels of cloaking has already been done. And obviously, if you're conspiracy minded, it's been done for a long time. So that's what I think we're looking at here. UFO sighting during the blood moons right here in Southern California where I'm at, and I think we're going to see a lot more of that kind of stuff. There were other UFO sightings during the blood moon that you can find on YouTube. Maybe I'll leave a couple links down below. But that's it, guys. Let me know if you caught something during the blood moons, or let me know what you think might be going on with this sighting in particular. Hope you guys have an awesome day. God bless.